Gumby, the Hoover Gumby, OG Gumby, whatever you want to call yourself, and Kunta, OG Kunta Cuz, or Kunta Square, all you YouTube have done the y'all don't even know how to run y'all game. You are now tuned into the Bob Report. Today on the Bob Report, we got two guys that I don't think it's all been bad. Damn sure ain't been good. But these two guys have ran amok of what they represent, and even as men, as black men, colored men, indigenous men. These guys have done all that. Listen. Gumby, Hoover Gumby, OG Gumby, whatever you want to call yourself, and Kunta, OG Kunta Cuz, or Kunta Square, all you YouTube have done the y'all don't even know how to run y'all game, right? This was laid out for y'all. It was literally laid out for y'all to do what y'all set out to do. Because when you came on the internet, you dig what I'm saying? The gangster shit is over with. Y'all both know that. Well, I thought y'all knew that. Y'all don't know that. Y'all made me think y'all kind of slow, right? So let me just break it down like this. This is how this shit started. And I wouldn't normally do this, right? But, excuse me. These two guys have been shooting at me. Not literally, but on the internet, and I've been kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Even y'all see Kunta on my camera, you dig what I'm saying? But there's a lot of shit be going on, right? So that's the only reason why I'm doing this, because they keep mentioning me, because I'm not in Hoover business. I love the Hoovers. I fuck with the Hoovers like I fuck with everybody else. So this ain't no Hoover slander, no Hoover nothing. I'm not a Hoover, but I fuck with the Hoovers like I fuck with everybody else. Boom. Me and 607 right? We sitting at the content house in Vegas, just, putting things together like we do. So we come up with let's put Kunta and Gumby together. Instant, like, light bulb, no problem. That should be done easily, right? So this is really how this shit went. This simple, all right? Me and Uncle just talking. I don't know who, we both was just talking about what we was gonna do for my channel. So you dig what I'm saying? But let me before I even go there, I hit Kunta. Hey, Kunta, you need to come to Vegas. It's finna go down. You know what I'm saying? It's content out here, right? The bishop was already coming. Bishop Eli. Come on, somebody. Was coming to Vegas to do content with us, right? So I tell Kunta, hey, the bishop on his way. Why don't you just get on a plane with the bishop, right? He didn't want to go. At the same time, we letting Gumby know what's going on. You dig what I'm saying? No kickback from nobody. So Kunta finally decided to get on the plane. So because this stupid ass Kunta talking about I set him up, right? This is really how this happened. So Kunta get on the plane with Bishop. They get to Vegas. When they land, I call Gumby. Hey, Gumby, come through and do some content. What's going on, Bobby? Weird ass call me Bobby. What do you say? Oh, bet, no problem. I say, hey, Kunta coming over. He said, Kunta from Fort Worth? I said, yeah. He said, I bet I'm coming through. No animosity, no ill. It didn't feel weird. I didn't think Gumby was gonna be on no weird shit, you know what I'm saying? So, because from my understanding, they had already been conversating on the phone. You did. When they get there, right? They both, Kunta and them get there first. You know what I'm saying? Get there first. Not too long after that, Gumby, I say, hey, Kunta, Gumby finna come over here. So Gumby coming? Hoover Gumby? Oh yeah, that's my boy. We finna turn up. This what this nigga responds. When Gumby get there, I'm in there interviewing. I think I was interviewing maybe 607. So I asked when Gumby get there, he go in the kitchen with Trigger Bird where they. And I have Solar Man go and make sure that everything is cool, because Kunta went in the kitchen. Nobody with him. Just him, Trigger Bird, and Gumby. Right? Everything cool, though. These niggas acting like they brothers, because they really one and the same. You feel me? So the interview, we proceed and sit down and do the interview. Nobody knew Gumby was finna come with that energy towards Uncle Ron, L.A. Ron. We didn't know that. You dig what I'm saying? I didn't know that. Kunta didn't know that. I don't even know if Gumby knew it. But I felt like Gumby, he couldn't check Kunta straight up on the Crip shit because he's not really a Crip. Remember that, y'all. He ain't no Crip. But he couldn't really check Kunta on that, so he came at him with L.A. Ron being in Hoover business. You dig what I'm saying? Which, to my knowledge, I've never heard about L.A. Ron being in Hoover business. I saw he did an interview with Unique Perspective. Shout out Unique Perspective. Not Kunta, not a part of that's Drewski, Carlos. And, you know, that's where Gumby got his energy from. So when he came with the, on Hoover though, Gumby, what he said, Kunta, L.A. Ron, should be in Hoover business, all that shit. Right, and I'm sitting back like, whoa, what the f is happening? Nobody knows this is going to happen. So even as this is going on, Kunta looks a little startled. I can't say he was scared. I'm not going to put that on him. I don't think he was scared. I think he was kind of taken back because Gumby came with that LA game. You feel me? It's kind of unpredictable, and he hit him with it. And Kunta didn't know how to take it because he coming from with some Southern hospitality, South Fort Worth, Texas. He coming to meet somebody who he feel like is, you know, in that world, he, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he think, but he wanted to do it. So he not expecting Gumby to come at him like that. So when Gumby come with that energy, it throw everything out. So and he don't stop. So now Kunta don't know how to respond. I'm looking at him. I know Kunta, what I'm thinking in my head, like I'm just waiting for him to right hook this like at any moment now. And he never did it. Put his hands in his lap. Put his hands between his legs, and he kind of stood up a little bit when he could. You dig what I'm saying? Now remember, Gumby not alone. He had somebody with him, just one person. We're in a gated community, like a real one. You can't get in the gated community unless they call the phone and somebody says, hey, you can come in. But there's somebody 6 or 7 right? So you can't really just get in there because he ain't letting nobody in there. Kunta was saying that he was alone. No, you wasn't. The bishop, no disrespect, Bishop, you know I love you. The bishop is a gangster. Kunta know that. We all know that. What, he 20 years in the Ferguson, like he ain't no, ain't he squabble. Ain't he work out. So then I'm there. Unc is there. Hood Jesus is there. So he's not alone. It ain't gonna get out of hand to where Kunta finna get jumped on, or it's finna be none of that. If anything, if any physicality was to go on, it'd be a one-on-one fade. You dig what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna come to that, but if it did, it was gonna be that. Not no trigger bird jumping on. We ain't doing that. That's not happening. So this going on. We get them to kind of calm down inside the interview, but it's Gumby still feeling like he got to put on. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell he was drinking that Hennessy. I do know that. I don't know what was his angle the whole time, because I thought him and Kunta was cool, remember? They was in there smoking them Gumby blunts in the kitchen before we even started the interview. So then he come with that. Now we don't know what the f going on. So now Kunta trying to figure out how he gonna come, because the initial sit down was about the HGC and HCG down in Texas, right? They never even really talked about that, because that never really was a discrepancy, so they say, in the beginning. See, that's where everybody got the shit lost at. They never was arguing over HCG and HGC. They was arguing over Gumby bringing up L.A. Ron and saying he was in Hoover business to Kunta, because Kunta was the only one there he could come at like that. It wasn't about that, right? So don't remember I said that. Fast forward, the interview's about to be over. So they pretty much come to an agreement of Kunta saying some shit that he can't even do. Ron is gonna be, he won't do it again. You can't make Ron do nothing. Let's just get that in the clear. You can't make him do nothing. You feel me? Because he never did it, but you can't make him do nothing, Kunta. You don't have that type of, you can't do that. Feel me? That's your boy. Now, I know Ron fooled with you, but hey, come on now. So, come on, somebody. Like the bishop say. Boom. So what y'all don't know is this. Kunta and Gumby did another interview after the one that everybody saw that went viral on the Bar Report. After that one, they did another one. You feel me? Not on the white couch, at the podcast table. And they sit over there. It's true story. Them jokers sit over there and talked about Charleston White and OG Percy like they was just didn't have a mama or kids, just the worst, some of the worst I ever heard before. And I'm sitting over here like, Kunta really a buster. Gumby a mog, Kunta a buster, because you sitting over here with this dude after he just came at you in a disrespectful manner, and you sitting over here talking about people from your hometown with this. Now, there's no separation when it comes to that, but we're from Fort Worth, bro. So is Charleston and Percy, right? Now, y'all might have had y'all differences, but to see you sit over there and talk about those guys with Gumby after he just pretty much, what it looked like, G-checked you, you know what I'm saying? It just looked weird. So I told Unc, they asked me to come over there and sit down. I said, nah, I don't want to sit down with them. I'm cool. I told Gumby and Kunta that I'm cool. Unc didn't want to sit with them either, because it just was some weird shit after this just pretty much checked you. Now you sitting over here kumbaya with him, smoking these blunts on camera with him, talking about people from your hometown. I wasn't with that. I've never been with that. You dig what I'm saying? So I ain't finished. That going on for about an hour. Y'all never saw it because we never put it out because it was distasteful and it was lame, and this Kunta is a weirdo for even doing that, right? So I was like, look, I'm cool on that. I don't want it on my channel. He didn't want it on his. That's why y'all never saw it. After that, Triggerbird and Gumby took Kunta home. They took him home. After all this shit y'all saw, all this mayhem, all this shit they got going on, this nigga took him home. You know what I'm saying? I hate to bust this down like this, but they keep saying my name. And this is not me getting in Hoover business. I'm talking about Gumby and Kunta. You feel me? Reggie and El Kunta, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the Hoovers or none of that. I'm talking about those two guys. You feel me? They take him home. He got home safely. He's still alive. Y'all saw him do 50 million interviews with me after that, so y'all know he was still here in the living. If it was such a bad thing, right? If it was so Gumby this and that and all this, why you let him take you home? Because I was cool after the interview. You dig what I'm saying? Way after the interview, I was cool. You was cool enough to and you felt safe enough for them to take you home, him and Triggerbird. You dig what I'm saying? So, what y'all didn't know is that I have partners that's from the Hoovers, like close, that already had hit me to what Gumby was on. You dig what I'm saying? They didn't know he was gonna do that, but they know he's a sleazeball type of guy. I already knew that. I never told Gumby what I knew, because for what? You dig what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna tell him for? I'm just saying how he gonna, you dig what I'm saying? So I already knew that he wasn't a good guy. He wasn't no structural Hoover. You dig what I'm saying? He wasn't none of that. I'm knowing Kunta now who he say he is and all this shit. I'm already knowing it, but it's not my business to tell y'all, right? So whatever. The nigga take him home. Before I get back to Texas, I'm still in Vegas, right? The interview not even out yet. Kunta on my line. Hey man, how you think I did? How you think I did, Bob? How you think I did? I tell him, I think you did good. You did what you could do, being in the circumstance. You did what you could. You know what I'm saying? Gave him a few other things what I thought, but it was a good conversation. Remember, the interview not even out yet. I get back to Fort Worth. As soon as I get back, he on my line. He said, "This is Kunta." He said that I was trying to run a smear campaign on him, that I set him up, that I'm gonna narrate and take out some shit. If y'all know me, y'all know I don't edit. And if y'all know Unc, y'all know we ain't to cut that part out. But he ain't never cut nothing out. Nothing's coming out when we doing our work. So you said I'm finna edit some stuff out to make you seem like you got checked or whatever. I'm running a smear campaign on you and I set you up, right? This is what Kunta said to me, y'all, before the interview even came out. He did, before it even came out. So I'm just kind of baffled, like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, what in his mind made him think that from me being in Vegas and then a couple days later we was cool, everything was cool, and I come back to Fort Worth now, I set you up. But then when you start saying I set you up, you telling the street guys this that know me. So when they calling, they're not calling to try to check me or see what I'm going. They calling to make sure I'm okay because you think they f with you and they don't. right? So you going around telling people that I set you up, and you talking in the streets. You're not on the internet. So I'm like, man, why this nigga doing this? Set him up, like. So the whole time, y'all, Kunta been on some funny, weird business the whole time. When y'all see him on my camera, that's just me being a bigger person. You did? That's just me. You feel me? Get my mic right. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm helping him out. He's on the internet because of me. I hit him up. You feel me? He was on Facebook doing some shit. He was talking about Percy, and I just thought it was the most funniest thing, but it wasn't just because of him. It was because Percy got on there and commented, right? So I'm one who grabbed Kunta and said, hey, come do some interviews with me. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was working with the real tune. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how Kunta even got on the internet. You feel me? He got on the internet through me. It's a true story. Just to turn around and do he committed too many cardinal sins against somebody that brought him in. If it wasn't for me, you still be on Facebook with T. Will doing them skits I was doing, getting 50 views and 75 views and shit, bro. And you know that. You dig what I'm saying? So to say that I set you up because you sat down and did an interview with Gumby and it looked like he checked you, that's really weak of you, bro. It's really some other shit, but we on it. You see this YouTube, but you is out of line for that, bro. Because you know there was nothing about no setup shit going on. Why the fuck would I set you up? You with me? Why would I do that? So all right, boom. The interview come out. The interview go viral. Like the first couple of days it was like 2,500. You dig what I'm saying? Then that third, fourth day that go crazy. It don't stop. It's still going right now, about 400K or something, a few months. Me and Unc already knew that. We literally sat in the basement smoking, just high sign like, hey, we gonna put this on. This one Unc was like, we put it on my channel. We get the money. You get the money right then, or you can put it on your channel. And this video should get your page monetized. This conversation me and 607 having, right? So we already kind of knew this. You know what I'm saying? And it actually happened. So the video, so my page isn't monetized yet, right? This video is what gets my page monetized. Now, when you get monetized, the money's not coming instantly. This nigga gonna be on my line like I done sold him 50 and he needs some more. I'm like, hey, whoa, champ. Ain't no money even came. I just got monetized. What are you talking about? Just acting weird now. What y'all don't know is that I'm the one who told Gumby how to count the money on YouTube. He didn't know. Going around with Toon, he didn't know. Spliff is my brother. Spliff hooked me up with Gumby, right? That's how I know Gumby was through Spliff. You feel me? Gumby didn't know. I'm pretty sure he didn't. I don't think he was playing. But you've been around these other people, not Spliff, because he told you what's up, but you've been around these other guys, and you didn't even know the game. I told you the game. I the one told your ass, hey, bro, go f*** Adam. If he wants you to come, go do it. Well, that's all you ain't doing nothing else. This is all facts. This is all true. I'm interviewing myself right now. Yeah, anyway. I tell him, hey, go f*** with Adam, bro. Go do that. You need to, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to get on the internet, because he's still trying to figure out why Toon keep him over. He this is how he coming to me. You know what I'm saying? Toon is the scum of the earth to Gumby. This is what Gumby's saying about him. I'm not in their business. He keep calling me, telling me what Toon said. I don't care what Toon said. Gumby will tell you that. I never care what Toon's saying. I never cared. He did. Right? But like I said, to him, Toon was owed him money, all this old stuff. But I'm like, Gumby, well, is you gonna get your money or what you gonna do? Like, cause what I did tell him about Toon, like from doing business with him, Toon never played with no money. I can't put that on him. He a whole lot of other shit, but I can't put that on him. And in most instances, that's what matters the most. The bottom line, the yaper, the paper, the scratch, the flow. He never played with that. So, but it is a weird time dealing with him when you're like doing business with him because he does weird type of business. So Gumby go to No Jumper and he get another surge, right? He wasn't going, y'all. I told him to go. He was not going. I introduced Gumby to 607. It's a true story. Unc didn't know him, wasn't interested in even dealing with him for the most part until he met him and he liked him, and then he instantly changed that because Gumby was on some weird shit in L.A. When we was out there in L.A., we finna do a podcast with the Bloods. You dig what I'm saying? I've been told this story before, but all of this shit is just leading up to you just saying where I'm going with these two jerkbag ass Kunta and Gumby. And the thorn in my side that they both have been, right? So I get back here, the interview come out that's going viral. I instantly go to OG Percy. Gotta talk to Percy about this Hoover business, because what y'all probably ain't forgot. Percy really started this, saying that cripping started in the South. Which Percy, I asked Percy, hey, why would you say that? And you know better. Percy responds with, Bob, I was fishing and I caught me a big fish. You know how I do. I know what cripping started at. You know that. I know you know. And it worked, right? So I came back down and said, I'm Percy, another 100K quick. You dig what I'm saying? On this same topic. Because now at this time it's just everywhere. Everybody posting it, resharing it. They doing reaction video. The Bob report is, is moving and grooving. I'm steady, I'm doing a lot of interviews, and I'm interviewing Kunta in the midst of this, right? And Kunta turned into He-Man. The nigga turned into He-Man. The nigga turned into Captain America. The nigga turned into the Wolverine. True story. I'm just looking, I'm behind the camera like this. He just, I don't know where he got this newfound, tough shit from on the internet when you were just sitting next to Gumby and you didn't display none of that. But I'm letting it ride. You dig what I'm saying? Because I know people was wondering why I kept putting Kunta in front of my camera. Kunta was here. If Gumby would have been here, I'd have been doing the same thing. You dig what I'm saying? And I never, Gumby, just know this with your weird ass. I never wanted to help Kunta take you out completely, because y'all are one and the same to me. Both of y'all, you thinking I'm with Kunta and I'm not. I got the platform, Kunta's here, I'm here, we're doing content. The whole time, Kunta that's what he is, he's an F boy. I know that. Dig what I'm saying? So that's why I never really helped Kunta take out Gumby. I put them both on the phone after all of this, say, hey, now that y'all got everybody's attention, now y'all can get the money. Y'all can keep on doing this shit on the internet, playing and whatever y'all doing, but at least if you're gonna do that, we know that ain't nobody really finna get hurt. That was my whole thing. No, we ain't finna meet up and fight. Y'all not finna meet up and shoot. None of that shit, none of that's going on. Right? They both agreed. They was cool on the phone. Gumby even told Kunta, hey, you can run it. Whatever you want to say. I don't care what you say about me. But in the midst of that, Gumby was lying, because he did care. Because he just kept coming. But them two guys, it's been going on for about 3-4 months now. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, people asking me why I kept putting Kunta on there and Gumby acting like he with me, but I know he really don't. You dig what I'm saying? But I don't really care, because I know I did him a solid. What he could say that he did for my channel, what both of them did for my channel, is helped me get monetized. But it wasn't just them, right? That's what, and both of them two dudes felt like it was each of them individually. No, I'm not a baby, right? I'm not a baby. 607 Unc is big. He's a big content creator, YouTube. He's big on the internet. He's big. Bishop ain't no baby. Y'all two was the least, what you gonna call it? I guess whatever. It wasn't just y'all. It was a whole bunch of variables that made that video do what it do. Dig what I'm saying? Y'all played a huge part because y'all were the ones getting interviewed. But the fact that y'all can sit up there individually, Gumby taking credit, this bald head ass taking credit, and it's like both of you narcissistic guys should know better. But I thought that I laid it all out for them, y'all. Easy for them to come in and just do the content. They should be getting paid. They should be getting paid right now as I'm on this camera for interviews. Ask me if them making any money or getting paid from interviews. Gumby might have made a few dollars from his own page, but I don't even think he can get the money. I don't think he can get the money. He might have just got it now. Kunta ain't getting $1. Only money Kunta is making is from me when I pay him from doing interviews with him. You dig what I'm saying? I pay Kunta when he sit down with me. That's how he make his money on YouTube. His page isn't monetized, even though he is one of the names on YouTube that people, if they see his name or they see him, depending on what platform, you know what I'm saying, it has a chance to garner some type of viewership. But not because he kicking knowledge or they want to hear what he got to say, or he good looking, or he just this viral. No, they're talking about him. All over America, they cracking on him. You feel me? All over America, they cracking on Kunta for a few different reasons. You dig what I'm saying? And the only reason I'm doing this, y'all, is because Kunta said I messed with punks. Said I wasn't paying him. Said I was stealing from him. He called me a snake. Said I set him up. What else? Just a bunch of totally weird, bogus things, man, that just make you be like, man, you can't even help people for real because they don't get it. They'll literally turn on you if they can. Now, I know to not help every hurt dog because some of them just need enough strength to turn around and bite you. And that's what he tried to do. He can't bite me, but he's been trying. The fact that you would even turn on me, it showed me that it's over with. So Gumby should thank me for telling the truth about Kunta and him. Both of you been running from DPs. Gumby in LA, Kunta in Fort Worth. These is facts. I know this. I know they've been summoning you to your hood, Kunta, for a while now. You won't go. You won't go over there. But you just super gangster on the internet. But you won't go to your own hood. You just OG. With nobody up under you. Kunta don't got nobody under him. He talking about he's OG. Come on, man. Where? I don't recall. But like I said, you won't even go to your own hood and holler at who you need to holler at to see about your behavior since you just big OG. Yeah, it's cold outside. We got this snowstorm out here, y'all. Since you this big OG structural crib with all this power and pull and you stopping wars that never was going on. He said he stopped up 2 wars. Where? I was there. We ain't been in no wars. None. But you need to go to your people. Since you so big and bad and I'm all of these things. But I'm all these things, but what I've actually been to you, that's an angel, fool. Go get your DP, Gumby. You were down here in Texas, lingering around, bouncing around, platoon, different people, couches. You know, I don't know if you got a woman out here or if you're getting some money out here. I don't know. I used to live in California. I know how. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing, but you were down here for too long, doing nothing. Don't want nobody to talk about you on the internet. Get off the internet then. Don't come on here if you don't want to be talked about. Your name is in the public domain now. So some white people might get on here and mess because they can bring your name up because you're on here, bro. So the fact that you think that somebody is saying your name for views or for clout, come on, stop it. Come on, man. Don't do that because you know better. I used to think you was a little smarter than Kunta, but you're not. Y'all both dumb than both of y'all. Y'all are one and the same. Your DP has been waiting for you in LA. You won't go. Why you won't go? You went to the West Coast, you went to 607 house, but he doesn't live in LA. He's in Vegas, bro. You know what I'm saying? You didn't last over there long at all. Go get your issue, man. Since you just, now you running around saying the internet, YouTube, blogger put the OG on your name. Well, they probably did. So it was cool at first. Now, since you had to check in with a few things, now you're better okay at being HOOVER Gumby and not OG Gumby. Because you're not an OG. The DP waiting for you up there, Gumby. And you won't go. Neither will Kunta. Which I got the nerve to get on here and just do the most, bro. So what I do know, let's speak on Kunta first. You don't speak for no Crips in Fort Worth. You don't speak for any ex-gang members, young or old, in Fort Worth. You don't. You don't speak for Poly, right? You do not. You do not speak for Fort Worth when it comes to anything on that type of time. You don't, bro. I'm telling y'all this. He does not. So A lot of people are angry down here because, contrary to what everybody want to believe, nobody will come down here trying to make nobody else do anything, just like they won't go anywhere else trying to make somebody get on with what they got going on. The discrepancy is that it this with Fort Worth. That's them people's stuff. LA started the gangs when it comes to the Crips and the Bloods. The gangs, if you want to call it or whatever, if you even want, that's too strong of a word for Chicago, but they started that. Chicago started the you know what I'm saying? And LA, Crips and Bloods, then it spread everywhere else. So Fort Worth being one of the first cities that it spread to in the 80s, when things leave from its original spot, the message or the story or however it go, it gets a little distorted. So when they got to Fort Worth, super Crips, still Crips, but they got it differently in the Hoovers, because it ain't just Hoovers down here, it's more than that. The Hoovers got, they got it how they got it. Doesn't mean that they're not cripping just as hard on the level as anybody else. So that right there, that's that when it comes to the stuff with Kunta and Gumby. I ain't on Gumby. Kunta doesn't speak for nobody in Fort Worth because the cripping was real serious in Fort Worth. It's a Crip city. The Bloods here are real guys. The Truman Street, none of this is going on now. I'm not glorifying none of this. I'm just giving y'all the real game because it's been distorted and it's been up and people been telling the wrong stuff to y'all. And let me just give y'all the real game. With this being a Crip city doesn't take away from any of the other people that, the Bloods or the Mexicans, whatever that been here. They all serious business, all of them. And they hated that somebody with the likes of Kunta would get on her so branderish and act like he's just this guy, and he's not even day one. He's not even old enough to be day one. He's near 50, but he's not old enough to be the day one, even from his own set, let alone the whole city of Fort Worth that's a Crip town. He's not none of that. So everybody get on these cameras and lie. Everybody y'all see go on the camera, they lying. Some of them might be telling a third of the truth, some of them half of the truth. Some of them get more close to being 100% true, but it's still little lies up in there. So the stuff that everybody is saying is y'all have to know that it's being kind of falsified in a sense of 10 on 2. But you read some people, the message is clear, right? But with this, he distorted the whole message because his narcissistic ways got a hold of him. You're not a super Crip, Kunta. Only on here is what you think, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't represent no Crips in Fort Worth, bro. You don't, and you know that. That's why they want your ass to go see about with your issue. That's one of the reasons why. That's one. It's a few more. You know what I'm saying? So since I'm such a snake, and I'm shooting skates and all this shit you be saying, you need to go see your people, bro. I really been keeping them off my camera because they been wanting to ostracize your ass, bro. And you know this. So, Gumby, down in South Texas, you didn't put your mark on a set of Hoovers in Houston, not all of them, but a set of Hoovers in Houston for some reason are running behind you, and I do not understand this. I don't get how they seeing how lame your game is, and I guess it's the LA, I don't know, because Houston is not behind. They like the fourth biggest city in America. They not behind on nothing, but it just seemed like when it come to that, I don't know, because a lot of them Houston cats were HCG. A lot of them were ACG, man. That's just the facts. Now, there's nothing wrong with them converting to what is, whatever it was originally supposed to be, the HGC or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that y'all running behind Gumby and y'all trying to make cats in Fort Worth switch and change, man, that's gonna never happen. And I'm not even a Hoover, but I'm telling y'all that ain't gonna happen. Y'all can change and get down with Gumby lame game and do all that because Gumby ain't even respected in his own shit up there. He's not. The Don't let him fool y'all. I think y'all know. We're gonna do it like this. But if you don't, just y'all tapped in with them, holler at them. Holler at them. Y'all 5 deuce running behind somebody that ain't even 5 deuce. Shout out Triller Too Legit. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Triller for putting certain things out there that needed to be out there. You dig what I'm saying? For not, we are all from where we from, but he doesn't seem to pick a side or take a side when it comes to the truth. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, Gumby, y'all need to keep trying a little harder, man, and go be some better people, bro, because y'all too then ran amok of them people stuff. And y'all not even OGs in. And y'all out here speaking like y'all just, I think Gumby, might be a little more. Nah, he not. Them the same. They the same. He is no different than this guy. The fact that y'all could get on here and kind of like, cause go back and forth about some shit that Gumby's not even a Crip and Kunta not even an OG, and y'all speaking for these things that y'all are so on, it's just weird, bro. And I'm sitting here listening to you, trying to help y'all, trying to give y'all another game, another way to get out of this, and you don't want to listen. Gumby, I told you, before we did the Kunta and Gumby interview, I did an interview with Gumby on 607 page, and I was so excited about talking to Gumby about his life, the whole story, not just no chapter with the Crips or the Hoovers or whatever he is, criminals, whatever he is. I wanted to learn about him coming from Louisiana, going to LA, making a name or whatever he did, then going to prison and getting out. Your prison stories, your whole exoneration, whatever it happened, however, whatever, all of that's a story, bro. You wanted to talk about this other shit. I'm saving that for who? A nigga that you don't even fool with no more. A nigga don't even fool with you. A nigga that lined you up. I don't want to say his name, but come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That was your escape and your way out of this. Now, it wasn't all bad with this. Y'all just don't know how to run y'all game. Even with somebody like Unc trying to help you, I was trying to help you. I'm pretty sure Toon was probably trying to help you too. But you don't want to listen. You too scandalous. Right? Kunta, you didn't even want to be no Crip no more, bro. Before y'all came to Vegas, it's documented. You better be glad you got a good guy on your side that didn't want to put it out, bro. But you didn't want to be no Crip. Come on, man. You shouldn't have. Don't you ever in your life feel like you can get on the internet and talk about me? Because I'm ready. I've been waiting for you. Because I've been waiting to do this. So now we're here. So you swung first. I wasn't gonna say anything. I just wasn't gonna fool with you no more until you start doing all this. You don't put no snitch jacket, no gay jacket, no bad transactional payments. You don't put that on nobody, bro. And you did that. So that's why we here. I don't have no remorse, no empathy, or no sympathy for you. I don't. You one of the worst type of niggas that there is, bro. You bite the hand that I ain't gonna say I fed you, but I showed you how to go eat, because you didn't know how. You feel me? So you didn't want to be no Crip no more. You wanted to go be a Black Panther. The political Crip, all this old shit. You don't want to do that. You want to go be with shout out, the parties and then the organizations. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to go be that. You didn't want to be no Crip no more. You know what I'm saying? And then you turned into this. It's just weird, bro. You's a weird guy, bro. And you know you weird. Everybody know it, bro. I'm not on here to just down you and talk about y'all, but y'all gotta learn some type of way, because y'all don't get it. The game been literally laid out to y'all by some of the bigger people doing this stuff. The No Jumpers, the Tunes, the Bob Reports. The Tune ain't really nothing, but anyway. The Cam Capones, the Spliff D's, even Triller mentioning y'all names. And y'all just didn't get it, bro. So then you get to the point of where Gumby only going on certain things where you probably getting $150, $200, maybe less than that, to go on there and get 200 views. It just don't make no sense to me. Then you don't want nobody talking about you, Gumby. Well, get off of here then, bro. Don't come on here. I had to make Kunta defend himself against Triller. He didn't want it after the first, what they had, live I did with him. It said like 80K on the Bob Report YouTube channel. I ain't gonna say you was scared, but you didn't have no game for him. But you so intelligent and so smart and you so all this shit. Yeah, I laid it out for you, bro. It literally took a month for you to build up your whatever you wanted to do to go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, you kind of redeemed yourself, but at that time, Triller wanted to be your friend. He wasn't on your bumper no more. He wanted to play ball, and you so weird and think that you know everything, but you don't know shit about this. You didn't even know how to play ball until I told you. So I'm such a snake. And all these things, and Percy been telling me about you. He been telling me about you. And I liked you, so that's why I kept on, you feel me? But I stopped liking you about 6-7 months ago, bro. See, that's what y'all don't know. I was never with Kunta like that. I was doing the interviews with him because when they came up there, you know what I'm saying, they made them two sitting down made the interview go viral. Right? So now we got to keep the thing going because this was content. Percy, Kunta, Gumby, you want to get in? All right, whatever. All right, Percy, Kunta. That's me being a bigger person, helping this weird bald head out, man. You feel me? That's all I was doing. You dig what I'm saying? Keeping the momentum, keeping it going. Now it's over with for you, boy. You got to find something else to do. Now you and Gumby can get together. I expect to see you with Tune. Because that's how you move. You can be compromised, and I ain't going. So, yeah. Like I said, those guys went viral on the Bob Report. You did. 3-4 months later, the story's still going on. It's not like it's been dragging on. Y'all in the comments said, no, it's not. When Gumby take his dumb ass up to No Jumper and get on the phone and get checked, that's recently. You think we're not going to respond down here? We got to respond. Just like he should be responding to this. Both of them should get and respond to this. But this is the truth, though. So it's going to be hard for them to come with any type of, I ain't leave no holes in the story, in the game. It's all there. You feel me? So whatever they try to come and do, I don't care. I don't give a damn. Because this is the true story. This is the Bob Report. And we out. You are now tuned into the Bob Report.